Western Academy of Beijing, a school of over 1,500 people, and a very extensive waste management system, which we will today investigate. How much trash do you think is generated at WAB in general every day?
It looks like it's probably 5 kg.
I think every day, 100 kg of trash is generated at WAB.
A couple of tons a day.
2 million?
Every year, WAB produces around 53 tons of municipal solid waste. In Beijing, the annual municipal solid waste produced is over 10 million tons. We collect the trash 2 times a day, once after lunch at 1 p.m. They are sorted by residual and recyclable, corresponding to the blue and black bins. Then it is brought here, where we weigh the trash first, then dump them in the bins. In the afternoon, at 3:30, we go into the classrooms and follow the same procedure. The waste is collected by Sodexo staff and placed in the elementary school and high school garbage buildings. The food, residual, and recyclable waste is transported by the Beijing Yuntong Delta Cleaning Service to the Chaoyang District Circular Economy Industry, located around Dongba.
In the current waste disposal system, our general waste is directly transported to a collection point and sorted into recycled and residual waste. However, 2 primary components can hinder waste recycling. Incorrect waste sorting can cause recycled waste to be contaminated by oils and pollutants. Hence, large amounts of recycled paper and plastics must be incinerated instead. Irresponsible management at the waste collection point is also detrimental. The National Public Radio reported the truth behind waste incineration power plants. These choices are largely driven by profit, and most recyclable waste is incinerated to make higher profits. We will now take a look into one of the largest waste incinerators in Beijing, where WAB's residual waste, along with 1,800 tons of waste from Chaoyang District, is treated every day. The incinerator generates 290 million kilowatt hours of electricity every year. Around 17% is used to power the incinerator, and the rest is sent to the State Grid Corporation of China. This incinerator is one of the few funded by the government. Conversely, private industries could be more profit-oriented. Combustion gases pass through several purifying steps, such as this pipe where the particulate matter sticks to its walls, similar to the air filtration system at WAB. This reduces the toxins and carcinogens to meet the EU's requirements. However, carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas emitted by combustion, was not mentioned.
The ashes of the garbage can be used to create bricks. The pieces of glass and materials at the top are caused by incorrect waste sorting, making it less effective. In the bin, you can see the water from this garbage was drained and filtered in order to reduce the amounts of carcinogenic toxic particles which can be emitted. These big claws can cover up to 8 tons of garbage and place it into 3 ovens between 900 and 1300 degrees Celsius. This is to ensure that only safe gases as well as CO2 is emitted from these ovens. When our waste is collected, it is compressed in size by 5 times. Any recyclable and food waste we sort incorrectly will end up directly in the incinerator.
The Chaoyang Renewable Resources Sorting Center, where cardboard, paper, and plastics from local communities are broken down and compressed for recycling. But rather than coming here, WAB's recyclable waste goes in the incinerator instead. The recycled and residual waste is compressed in the same garbage truck and dumped together in the incinerator. When recyclable waste is contaminated by incorrectly disposed oils and liquids, it must also be incinerated. So, while being aware of our waste disposal habits, we must also consider how to ensure our recyclable waste gets to a recycling plant.
A good example of a school whose recyclable waste ends at one of these facilities is the Aurora Boya Academy of Beijing. This school of 90 people is one of the leading schools in sustainability in Beijing, producing almost no waste. This school produces its own food and follows a rigorous waste sorting system. It employs a waste sorting company that transports the recyclable waste to a recycling facility in order to optimize the amount of waste recycled and not incinerated. This eco-friendly solution does come at a certain cost, as most of these companies become bankrupt in the long term from a thin profit margin and rely purely on government incentives to stay in business. In order to reduce our waste, two steps must be taken simultaneously. First, ensure that less recyclable waste is contaminated. Secondly, a direct route should be established in coordination with one of the private recyclable waste transportation companies in order for the waste to be recycled.
We have more than 40 different categories.
This is how we send them to the recycle companies, the students test them. Parents, our PTA is part of the recycle center management too.
So, how can we improve our environmental impact by changing our waste disposal habits? There are 3 general steps you can take. First, reduce your waste production by choosing sustainable alternatives and avoiding single-use materials. This reduces resource consumption and greenhouse gases emitted by incineration. Second, sort your waste correctly to prevent recycled waste from being contaminated. This allows us to send different waste directly to their corresponding treatment plants. Third, work with recycling companies to establish a direct route for recycling waste to go to recycling plants. Note that many companies may be more inclined to incinerate waste due to its efficiency and profitability. After all, waste disposal depends on coordinated efforts and contributions from everyone to achieve a better future.